All right, I think the camera is on. Okay. I need to talk right now. I just finished Voltron season 6 and season 7 last night, and this video is going to be completely unedited. I just need to talk because those seasons were straight fire, were flames. They were so freaking good. Season 6, I mean, 7 episodes, I wouldn't at least have 10 episodes to call it a season. I don't know if I want to call it a season, but anyways, season 6 is like, man, like, again, I'm not going to edit any of this. I needed to just talk. I have to talk about this and upload this today because those 2 seasons were so freaking amazing and everything. From Lotor in season 6, we find out that he really isn't a good guy. Like, I had a feeling that he wasn't, but from, I believe, season 5 and season 4 and 5, I'm like, okay, I could see that he's not going to be, but then, like, it turns out that he was, first of all, there were Alteans. That, like, the civilization is still alive. There's a whole bunch of Alteans on some planet. Like, what? I didn't even see that coming. And then, first of all, I believe it was season 6 where we got to see, I'm going to be rambling around, but in season 6, the whole thing with Lotor and stuff was amazing, finding out that there were still, like, a lot of Alteans still alive and stuff. But to see Keith and his mom, really, we got to plug up the plot hole, I guess, like, fill up the plot hole of, like, what happened with her and what happened with his dad and her and stuff, and how she crash landed and stuff, and then Keith's dad saved her, and then they had Keith and stuff, and all of that stuff was really nice to finally see in the show. And his mom is just a straight badass. I love his mom. She's fantastic. And just to see, their travels together, which was really cool. They got like a wolf or something out there, out in the nature, in the wilderness and stuff, which was pretty fire. This wolf is pretty badass. Probably my favorite creature of the entire show. But that was just great stuff. The fight, but like the whole thing with Lotor, seemingly a good guy, and then he's a conniver like his dad. Oh man, I don't know if he's necessarily like his dad, because his dad just wanted to dominate everything, but Lotor kind of just wanted to usher in a new era of like quintessence and stuff like that. And oh my gosh, the way he connived everything, he kind of swooned Princess Allura, which kind of pissed me off, which kind of like triggered me, because they actually did kiss. And then, like, I'm like, oh, hell no. Lance ain't gonna have that. Lance ain't gonna have that shit, all right? And then he turns out to be a bad guy, and then all the ships that he was making with Allura become, like, put together. Like, they become, like, a giant mecha unit like Voltron, and Voltron's fighting this thing, Lotor versus all the paladins and stuff. Like, all those ships that he built with quintessence combined together to form a giant mecha unit like Voltron, and that shit was fantastic. The fight was beautifully done, like the sword fighting and stuff. It was so good, man. I gotta catch a breath for a second. See, I'm not gonna edit any of this. I'm not editing it. I just need to like vent and talk, like how happy I am with these 2 seasons. I think they're the best seasons of the show so far. And to find out that what's his name, Shiro was actually a clone. There were like hundreds of Shiros. Like, what the hell was that? Like, I was so confused with that. And it turns out that Shiro and Keith, we saw their backstory. We completely saw their backstory, which was awesome. I'm so happy that plot hole was filled up too, which was really cool. We got to see, we got to see like Earth now. Them coming to Earth in season 7 because the Galra got attacked, and what was really good was that it wasn't really good. It's sad, but it showed that there were a lot of casualties in that fight. Because usually, like, a show like that wouldn't really show that stuff, but it told that there were so many casualties and stuff, and I was like, my heart was dropping for Earth, man. Like, it was crazy. But then Pidge's dad, the engineer, went to Earth, or he was at Earth, and told him about the Galra and stuff like that. They were vamping up to fight against them and stuff. And then Voltron came, and ultimately they won. They defeated Sindak, which was, oh man, that fight with Shiro and Sindak. Shiro has like the same arm basically as Sindak now, which like he doesn't have like his tricep bicep section. It's just like his forearm just like hovers, which that oh man, that was so cool. That was so sweet. It was so good. Like, all the fights were great, and then all of a sudden at the end of the show, like, some gigantic robot thing that absorbs quintessence started attacking Voltron. Like, I don't know where that thing came out of nowhere. It didn't make any sense. And it absorbed Voltron's, like, power and stuff. And then, what's his name? Man, what is it called? The Garrison. The Garrison had a gigantic ship made out of like the alien tech and stuff that looked like the castle of Altea, the Altean castle, that blew up in, I believe, at the end of season 6. But yeah, they had to destroy that. But then a crystal came from it, and they used it to power up this gigantic ass ship that the Garrison was making called the Atlas. And oh my gosh, it was so strong and so powerful that it needed some kind of crystal energy source that like the castle did. So then they took that gem from the castle, put it in that, and then it came up, and then they kicked ass, and then that giant robot thing was destroyed at the end, and it turns out an Altean was in it. Like, oh, so many things. And then Hagar, well, I'm messing around, like going all over the place, but Hagar, the witch, who is Lotor's mom, like, I don't know what she did, but like, she looks like normal now. I don't know if that's a facade or nothing. And then like Lotor's generals, 2 of them are pirates now. One of them has a thing for Keith because Keith saved her life. But man, there's so many things that made me go, huh? Okay, that's cool. All right. Like, oh man, it is so good, man. I'm pretty sure Lotor is going to come back, obviously, season 8 maybe, or season 9, somewhere along there, because he's trapped in the quintessent energy realm, if you will, and Voltron escaped that place. So he's probably definitely going to come back. But one of the things in this show, in season 7, I believe, that made me so freaking happy was that Lance and Allura, it seems like it's going to happen. It seems like it's going to happen. Like, nobody knows how happy I am to see that, because in any kind of like, show or anime or stuff, or like even Legend of Korra. But by the way, Legend of Korra, the staff and crew that made that show is actually making the new Voltron show, which is pretty great. But anyways, like, even in Legend of Korra, the quirky, the funny goofball guy doesn't get the girl. He dates Bolin for a while. Bolin dates Korra for a while, but it doesn't work out, obviously. And that triggered me. That pissed me off. Like, even like, again, I need some water, man. Oh my gosh. Alright, okay. Like, even in Legend of Korra, Bolin, the goofy, funny funny goofball guy, doesn't get the girl Korra. Granted, I actually like him a lot more with Opal. They're my OTP. Opal is my favorite girl of that entire series. But me personally, I finally get to see the funny goofball, the funny, quirky goofball guy seemingly is going to get the girl. at the end. I'm so freaking happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy that whole Keith and Lance pairing thing isn't like. I don't. Man, I'm so happy that Keith and Lance pairing isn't happening. Like, I'm so freaking happy about it. And people might think, oh, you homophobic or something. No, alright? I've seen Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, that anime. I saw that shit coming a mile away. Season 2, Legend of Korra. I mean, after that, I saw that shit coming a mile away with Asami and Korra. I saw that coming a mile away. So, I really don't care. I'm just happy that a goofball, the funny goofball guy, is seemingly going to get the girl in a show. Because for me, for the longest time, in like any kind of like anime and stuff, the funny goofball, the nerdy, quirky, funny goofball guy or girl never gets the main character. And that always triggered me and infuriated me so freaking much. And then, like I feel like I've never seen it, like in an anime, or in a cartoon, or like in a show in general. And I'm so freaking happy that it's happening. It's seemingly happening. I'm not gonna say that it is happening. It's very high on my chart, like in the 90 percentile range, that it's seemingly going to happen. And I have never been more happy for a show because of that. Like, I have never heard or seen a show where that happens. And I'm so happy that it's happening in this show, because I love Voltron. It is fantastic. It's so good. Season 6 and Season 7 were straight fire, out of bounds, better than the rest of the seasons from Season 1 to 5. Like, Season 6 and 7 were so... It was so freaking good. And I'm just so happy that Allura and Lance, my OTP, is seemingly going to happen. Everybody meeting up with their families again in Voltron on Earth and stuff. You know, you got Hunk and Pidge meeting their families again and stuff. You got Lance meeting his family again. You got, well, Keith, he's seen his mom. His dad passed away. But I'm just so happy. And then, like, Shiro coming back with, like, straight up white hair, which was, like, just crazy. Well, he had white hair because his consciousness was in the Black Lion since the fight with what's his name? I forgot the Lotor's dad's name. I forgot his name, but yeah, when he died, basically Shiro died during that time, but his consciousness was inside the Black Lion. And what Allura did, she absorbed his consciousness into, basically into her, and transferred him into another clone of Shiro. For some reason, there was a bunch of clones of Shiro. I still don't know why that happened, but she implanted it back into Shiro, and he got white hair. And I'm pretty sure that was because Allura transferred his consciousness and soul into that body, which made his hair turn white because her hair is white. So, which was pretty awesome to see. And it was just so good seeing everybody again, all the people that we haven't seen in a while and stuff. Hunk's alien girlfriend, which was great. I don't know why I love that pairing so much, but I really do. And I'm just happy that we got to see everybody at the end of Season 7. It was great. The fantastic choreography of fighting, like, it was non-stop, like, action-packed stuff. There was, like, 2 or 3, I think, filler episodes, which was alright. But I'm just... those seasons were just really great. I don't know what else to say. Like... it was just good, man. I'm just happy Allura and Lance are happening. It 100% seems like it's happening, because he's blushing about that, talking to his sister Veronica. Lance is talking to Veronica and stuff. Veronica's like, oh, she's cute, which was pretty funny. And then he's like, no, it's not like that, but it's 100% like that. I don't know why Lance did that, but whatever. And Allura came up to him before they left off in the ships to go to fight the Galra above Earth and stuff, and she is blushing. and she's like come back safe to Lance, and then Lance is like, you too, Laura, and I'm like, oh man, this is so good. I'm so happy that it's happening. And Veronica's just like hilarious. Like seriously, she's funny. Like because she sees them talking and she's actually behind Lance. So then she's like, "Ooh, okay, I'll let you guys talk." So which was really funny. But anyways, have any of you seen season 6 and season 7? What do you guys think about them? Like this video if you liked my video, obviously. Oh man, comment down below your thoughts of the show so far. I gotta take a breather for a second. Alright, so subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, theory discussion videos, Star Wars stuff, My Hero Academia stuff, Voltron stuff. Every once in a while, I don't really do it that much because I don't know, because it's on Netflix, so I just binge watch an entire season and then I talk about it. But yeah, oh, man. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sassy, man. I'm so happy. Ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, right? So peace and love, and I will see you all later in the next. So peace and love, and I will see you all later in the next video. Deuces, guys. Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.